the age of 30 voted. And as you can see, that this actually exceeds some of the previous voter engagement of other major presidential elections. In '92, for example, the turnout was 52%. And this was the highest rate of voter participation since 1972. I mean, the record was 55.4%. And if you look at that 2008, and if you actually go back to 2006, I mean, this is actually a trend. It isn't just one time in an election. It wasn't just Obama and that particular campaign bring out young people to vote. This is an ongoing trend. So it's interesting to see what are the factors that lead up to that, which we will get to in a moment with our next speaker. Young voters are more diverse. I'm not going to read all the percentages there, but one thing that does stick out is that the diversity of this generation really speaks to the changing political and social demographic of America. And if you look into those numbers a little bit deeper, those numbers include 11% of Latinos compared to 6% of the entire electorate were young people, 19% of African American voters compared to 13% of the entire electorate, 3% of Asian voters compared to 2% of the entire electorate, and 6% LGBT compared to 4% of the whole electorate. So as you can see, the numbers of participation, even among young people were like, in some ways overrepresented. And it's kind of interesting to see now when polls come out, they do the registered voters and what those numbers look like versus the likely voters, which definitely does not have the same turnout as what it was in 2008. So the momentum, in many cases, is in our favor for our communities. For the organizations that we work with, we are primarily working with low-income, LGBTQ, and people of color communities. So these communities are coming out to vote and have been more engaged since 2006 and into 2008. But there's also potential to grow even more, because we do know that when you dig deeper into the numbers, that not all of the same level of engagement is true for all the demographics. So one of the things that we really focused on as an alliance